Hello, everyone. I'm a tiny bit late, but I mentioned that I'd be late, so I'm excused for this time. I make the rules here. This is my channel. Um, I just wanted to have dinner first, and it was lovely. Um, and now I am ready to play some Sims. I'm excited to not work tomorrow. Um, and I think I'm gonna spend a lot of it asleep. I think I need some good sleep. I am such a tired boy lately. And I think that a maybe a nice full 24 hours just fully spent asleep would be nice. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to stream too, and I also think that tomorrow is going to be a fun day in American history. So we'll see. We will see. The anxiety bubbles within me, but that's part of why I'm excited to play The Sims. Because we can be anxious about other things, like whether or not Melody is going to have a good toddler trait. Ah, Panda! Welcome on in. I don't know why it never makes the noise for you. That feels like mean. I'm gonna bring. That's the sub noise. Thank you so much, Panda. How you doing this evening? Because it fixed itself for you when you did the disgusting too, didn't it? Like the stream hates you. Streamlabs specifically, I guess. Well, I don't, and that's what's important. Who cares if a robot does? How you doing this evening, Panda? I'm excited to hop into some Sims tonight. I think we're gonna have some big changes in the family. I feel like tonight's the night that Raul was gonna pass away. He's been alive for so long. There's no way he lives to the end of this stream too. Um, and Melody is gonna be a toddler today, which means we're probably Melody's gonna be a toddler and Blake is gonna be a teen, which means we got to do some decorating today. So maybe Raul will live to the end of the stream. Oh no. I'm very sick yesterday, I also I had a mentally sick day, I think. Not so much a oh my god, a sick day. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Um, Rebecca with the ooh woo, welcome on in. Long time no see. How you doing? And thank you, Panda. This is like my favorite jacket. I got it at like a tag sale one time. Favorite possession ever since. But no, yesterday I just was having like a full autism day, honestly. It was just like I sat down to do the morning stream and I was like, no, I can't talk right now. Let me go to the gym. I will come back, I will shower, that will fix everything in my brain, and then I will sit down and do another stream. And then I got home from the gym and my mom hadn't finished cleaning the bathroom and then they had to take showers before they left to do errands. So I wound up just taking a nap instead, and that sent my brain into just like you know So I just had a bit of a like day in bed. I literally sat in darkness and scrolled on TikTok pretty much the whole day. It was not a good. It was good, but it wasn't good. Yeah, sometimes you gotta. And I'm never afraid to cancel stream for that because like if I can't talk, like I'm not gonna be fun to watch. Like it's better that I cancel than I go on and just be like the whole time. Yeah, either the best thing ever or the worst. It was good. It was like all right. I felt a little better when I woke up, but it did put me into a headspace where I was like, no, I definitely cannot stream today. It was a decision that I made fully while I was in the shower. After having woke up, I like woke up and went straight into the shower, essentially. But I was just like, nah, I cannot. While we have the game paused, we may as well preemptively, I guess. I think I'm gonna add a basement today. I don't know if I'm gonna add a way to get down there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they need access to it. But I think we need a small space down here, um, just for Vikram's um, stolen stuff, honestly. More like every other day. Yeah, it feels like a lot lately, right, Rebecca? I'm glad things have been well, though. It is lovely to see you again. Um, yeah, no, sometimes life really do be like that, huh? Just like every other day, it really feels like it's something. I'm feeling a lot more like myself today. I think I'm still a little tiny bit in a fuzz just because I haven't had like a weekend for myself. I had the next day off now, which I think is why I'm starting to come back into uh, who I am. The burp really slammed that point home. But it's also lighter today. It's a little like daylight savings time has kicked in and it is now 6:30 and still like the sun is up.
Disgusting!
Yeah, thank you. So I think that might help. Just literally the sun still being out. Um, Crazy how that works, right? Welcome on in, Oblio. How you doing this evening? We're gonna quickly have to. I guess I'm just gonna have to put all this stuff into my household inventory and then bring it down there. Everything that he's stolen. Because I think it's time that we actually give the kids separate rooms. There's about to be a girl, and they've shared a room their literal entire lives. One of them's about to be a teen at the same time that there's about to be another toddler. Like, it worked. It did. Oh, thank God. It's just the first one, I guess. A story or a joke? Tell me a joke. We all love a little giggle. Ain't nothing wrong with a little giggle. I thought about that recently, actually, kind of. That's not even a little bit what that was, but it does segue in my brain, I promise. That if I was in olden times, I probably would not be like a king or a queen, or anything of that caliber. I would absolutely be a jester. I would be the court silly man. Like, there's no question about it. um, I'm gonna do a teenager room of a musician, I think, for Blake. I'm gonna maybe split this into two rooms somehow, um, and then give Melody and um, Jasper their own rooms. Because Raul is still alive, so he's thrown off my whole plan of Melody taking over his room because he's still alive. He still needs a room. Ah, a joke, please, Rebecca. I said we can all use a little giggle. Who couldn't use a little giggle? Okay, so right, my basement, my dim, dark basement that I will absolutely forget about when I leave this house. Let's get some lighting. You know what? Just kidding. We have some lighting. We stole it from our very first house that we stole from. We have, um, you know what? We can have the fruits corner. We stole a lot of fruit from work. We have some veggies as well. We want to have a balanced diet, remind you. Um, we have we have quite the little literature collection going on, actually. A children's homework doesn't really count, but Crisis Barn, yeah. We have quite the little library starting to accumulate here, honestly. What else did we steal? You know what? I don't like this horse, and we didn't steal it, so it is banished to the Shadow Realm. I just don't want it in my household inventory anymore. I'm sick of it teleporting there every time I go into build mode, so we're done with it. It is banished to the Shadow Realm. We think of it no more. Time to decorate Blake's room? Question mark. Because I don't really. What's his? He's self-assured, right? And he likes piano. That's I think fully the only two things about him. I don't think he likes or dislikes anything else. I haven't been doing my kids very well. Beautiful. Thank you, Panda. Let's get him like his own bed. Right, I do have to unlock the door for everybody. That's true. What is this? Oh, that's a changing table. That's also a changing table. I'm looking for beds. Teens Dream Single. If there's some good swatches on this. Oh. Oh, you know what? That's perfect. Except Blake really likes pink. Like all of his outfits are pink, which we didn't even do for Kelly, who was the founder of liking pink in this family. That's a good one. That's a good one, Rebecca. I love like accent humor like that. Um, I don't know what the line on the floor is. I want to say it's a roof, but I fully couldn't tell you because I don't think that's the roof that's there. So I've just kind of I think we're gonna put a nice rug down, um, and just solve that issue. That was my intention at the very least. I wasn't gonna like solve it. There's got to be better ones of this one. Oh, thank God. Oh, oh, beautiful. Oh, that one's actually kind of cute. Yeah, just cover it up. Just like all my mistakes. We just put a little nice little rug over that and we don't even think about it. Um, so Blake is about to be a teen. He is about to be a music loving teen. Oh no. Oh no. This is a mistake you can't cover up. This is we can't we can't get rid of it unless hold on. We work super hard here. Hold on a minute. Desk. That doesn't work very well either. Sofas, maybe. Maybe we give him a nice furnished bedroom, like with a seating area and all. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we can do. Because it's only right here and then right here. Maybe his bed is over in this corner. Nice and secluded with a nice little window. Um, and then over here, comfortably medieval. No. Where's um the sectional sofa like we have downstairs? Ah, right here. Right? Yes, the sectional sofa. We can have a nice pink sectional right on top of just to cover up whatever this mistake was. All the way, all the way around. What do you mean mistake? I don't see a mistake. Weird line on the floor? What are you talking about? He's just gonna have the largest fucking sofa in the world in his room. It's seating for, you know what? I think we're going for a big old theme in this room. You can still see it on that side. Okay, so hold on a minute. There's a simple solution to this. I hit Control F and we move on the half slab and just scooch everything right on down. Oop, not that far down. Nope. But I think I'm going full theme on this one. If he's got this much seating in his room, it's got to be for a purpose, right? So what if in this corner, right when you step in, we have a little platform. Like just for maybe like there to there, with some nice trim, maybe. For all his friends listening to his music, his nun friends. Admittedly, I have not done a single thing for these children. They have not had the best childhood, I would say. Must be applied to a room. Also, did I not paint this wall? Ever? There's just been an unpainted wall in my house this whole time. Oh no, I'm a professional. I am a professional. He's a lot of those. Yeah, his family. I want to make this less gross. Maybe some nice. Oh, that's nice. But how do I put some trim on this? Why? How do I make it not just like gray? I'm ignoring the wallpaper because we're gonna change the wallpaper in this room, but that is really funny. I don't I don't know if you can change that on just a foundation. Platform trims, that's the one. Ooh. Yes, yeah. Professional house flipper for high 12.99 an hour. That's kind of low. For a house for me to flip a whole house? You better be paying me that money to flip a whole house. Okay. There was a point to this, I swear. 'Cause now we get what would that be in the study? He gets his own piano up here. A nice little like show area. Okay, I'm taking the walls down. We don't have to think about them right now. I kind of want I want to use this one, but it's so like this wouldn't be a good place to watch. Him use this piano is the thing because the thing would block everything. You wouldn't be able to see him play. Um, hey there, Sasha. How you doing this evening? Welcome on in. Face it away. Just like that though, like back to the audience. You know what? What if we three-fourths it? Three-fourths rule, you know? Most of his friends can still see. Most of his nun friends can still see. I think we're thinking too much of this. But thought the stage was for something else. Oh no, no, no. This is his own personal practice stage in his bedroom because we had to cover up a weird line with a long couch. And there's got to be some reason to have this much seating, you know? The rabbit guitar. I do think we're going to add a couple more things to the stage because just the piano looks a little sad. um, the low-key karaoke machine. Oh my God. Absolutely, we're adding karaoke. Wait, can we like have a projector karaoke on the wall? That would be a reason to have this much seating. That would be an awesome bedroom for a teenager. Karaoke machine, even. Would that wouldn't cover up the line if we put it there though. Just a karaoke machine right next to your bed. Sing Dynamite by BTS. A dance floor, a glow in the dark one. I think we will add the rabbit guitar, because why not? And an accompaniment on stage. The pink one, of course, because he likes pink. No, this is the same house, Sasha. We're just finally decorating the room that's been upstairs over here the whole time. We moved Vikram's stolen stash down here. It feels a lot more secret and private now. They cannot even get down here, actually. It's just a hidden basement. Um, and with both Blake about to turn into a teenager and Melody about to be an infant, I figured it's time people get their own rooms. These two have been sharing a room since literally they were born. So it's time. It's time. And we have a weird line in this one. There's like this line on the floor that goes literally as far as the couch does, so we're covering it up with a huge couch, and we have to have a reason to huge couch. So that's what we're starting with. That's where we're at right now. Another joke, Rebecca, I guess. Um, let's see here. Are there like speakers or something? My problem with build mode these days is that I want to dig through debug to find stuff. You know what? We need a rug underneath this piano, and I wonder if there is a really good swatch of this. This might be alright if I can size it up properly. No, I don't love it. There are speakers. I'll have to look them up in a sec. Once I find a good rug. Ooh, you know what? We can use this pink one because it kinda Connor used this one in his bedroom, and if we're about to change Connor's bedroom, Connor and Raoul's old bedroom. Raoul hasn't passed away yet, but I'm assuming that he's going to very soon. I think that one just fits in here because the moon is kind of covered anyway, so it's more about being a star for Blake. I like that one a lot actually, but I do think I want to change the floor and the wall in here now, including the wall that has been unpainted since I built this house, apparently. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about how many more walls there are like that possibly in this house right now. If we have that like nice warm tone for the top here, maybe we can have. I should start with the walls so I know what I want out of a color here. Because I think I'm going for a nice feature wall along here. We gotta have a feature wall. Just having a look around. I don't love that one actually. Um, maybe just me being sensitive. Ooh, you know what? If there's a pink that matches that, oh, there's so totally a pink that matches that. No, not shift. Alt, right. No, 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 no. Hmm. I feel wrong in saying that there is a pink that matches that. I had to think of one that would not get you banned. Well, sometimes jokes are hard, but I feel like true comedy comes in the moment for me a lot of the time. Maybe I can't use this as a feature wall. Is there like a different pink? No, it's just that one. And none of the other pinks match it. Wallpaper. Maybe in here. This is the one that we used in Bianca's room, though. I can't use this one again. Not tile. I can't tile in the bedroom. guess I gotta find a different feature. The penguins. Just a plain color one? I don't think so in that color though, is the thing. Like there's a couple of just like plain colors, but none of them quite match that pink. And I want them to match. Because that's like in Bianca's room, we have um like this feature wall with the pink dots and everything, and then this blue is the exact same blue that they use here. And then I think over here I managed to do the same thing. So I can't just like not for Blake's room, you know? If I had already done that in the house, I'd be like whatever, but now I'm committed to it being the same color for a feature wall. The first few ones? I don't think there's one that bright though. That one's close. Mm. Because that's the thing with these ones is they won't have the border either, like this one does at the bottom. I think I just have to use a different one, which is unfortunate. That's um the story of how you first broke your bone. Sure. It is what it is though, Panda. Ooh, you know what though? That might be a funner accent wall. Because then we can kind of run with any pink, you know? Any pink that has a border on the bottom. Because there's so many different pinks in this, I'm sure we'll be able to tie one in, you know? Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that works. That's good. And we'll even paint this wall over here. Can you believe it? House done. It only took me 3 weeks. Oh my god. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to that. I'm the only one making fun of me for it here, but it is just so ridiculous to me that that's true. Um, wow, so we just need like actual room stuff now. He's gonna be a teenager. The kids are growing up so fast. Oh, you're right. An accent wall there would be cute, but I think maybe a different color from pink because it is a little too pink in here now. As much as I love pink and Blake loves pink, it is nice to have a little bit of a break. So what if we did like a well, we have the trim. So what if we did like a purple maybe or like a yellow? I don't like the yellow. The purple is just not different enough for me though. What if we did blue? No. Maybe you're right. Maybe it just needs to be this same accent wall. Another patterned one. I thought about maybe using this one now, you know, but it still feels a little out of place with all the other color of pink in the trim and stuff. um, Black to go with the piano, maybe. Let me maybe just like a dark. Oops, not all there. Ooh, that purple kind of stands out. Or maybe a nice red. I don't think I've considered red very much here. Hold on a minute. A black version of the patterned wall? Oh, this one? Oh. we could have. Wait a minute. I'm I'm having a bit of an idea. Maybe we can do a bit of like a performance area here, you know? Oh, wow. Oh, that was recent then, Rebecca. I'm sorry to hear. I hope you're feeling better at the very least. You got the back brace off and everything. But I think what's gonna really bring this together is if we get some good columns. But I don't know if see something like that kind of sticks out a little bit too much though. You can walk without the walls held. That's good at the very least. Do you have to like well yeah, I mean if you broke your back, I guess. I was gonna say do you have to do physical therapy, but that sounds like physical therapy is probably yeah, definitely required. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're still with us. Um, that is intense. I think these stick out a little bit too much, though. Ooh, hold on a mo. Oh, but with the pink, that's the one. That's the one. Because it's a little bit of the white with the black and white, and then it's the pink from that. And I think, you know what? I just feel like if there is uh, a pink door. What do we have here from the door? It's just a simple two-panel door. We really did not go very complex with this house, huh? Yeah, it's been a rough 5 months for you then, I'm sure. Not being able to walk or move much, I think would change a lot of people's lives pretty drastically. I don't think a lot of people realize just how like close they are to that sometimes. Um, 'Cause really all it takes is just like a bad accident that's not your fault entirely. And yeah, that can be your next 5 months. So, like I said, I'm glad you're still with us. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. But wow, yeah, intense life, right? In a nutshell. With multiplane window though, I don't know about a window on a bedroom door. But that's the first door that had pink in this watch. There's no pink doors. It's fine. Only pink door is the one with like chalk friends on it, which feels for a teenage room, not so good, I guess. It's fine. I wasn't that excited about it having a pink door. Um, but you know what? If this is where his bed is going to be, this looks sad with a single bed. As much as I want to use this new cute single bed, I think he gets an upgrade. We're gonna spend this whole stream in build mode. Raul's gonna live through a whole nother stream. It's worth it, I think, to give everybody what they deserve in a bed. This is a nice bed. The Cobra Cabana, maybe? If there's a pink swatch. There's a purple one. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. That's kind of cute, but it's not. Because it can't clash with the wall, too, which is kind of a tall order at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you know what? That's perfect. It's muted, but it's not too, like, boring. And it's a good bed. It's an alright bed. But the question is, can we fit in side tables and not and still use the bed, you know? These are cute side tables. I do like them. I also think I'm going to use shelves in this room for the first time. I have yet to use a shelf, and I just feel like this would be the first room to shelf. Hey, Cozy, how you doing this evening? His bed is hidden so he can cuddle with a friend. Hey, Roy, how you doing? Everybody's popping in now. Melody is still an infant, yes. Um, and Blake is about to be a teenager. We're currently decorating Blake's soon-to-be room, which is Vikram's old crime room. Blessed and highly flavored. Sounds interesting. I'm doing good, Roy. I'm glad that I don't work tomorrow, and I am happy to be done with work today. Put her son on her back and go jogging. Oh my goodness. That sounds incredible. I might have to try it. His crime room, yes, Rebecca. He's a kleptomaniac. So he frequently steals stuff or wants to steal stuff. So we have just kind of kept everything that he's stolen so far. This is all of it. We have it separated into our fruits, our vegetables, our little library, our photo of a pear from when we were shortly a dream home decorator, our first stolen thing, which was a lamp from the Pancakes house, and this horse that we didn't steal, but it keeps disappearing from my shelf upstairs, so I banished it to the Shadow Realm. Um, no, 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 no one. The secret basement doesn't get floors. Are you kidding? It's a secret basement. It's not supposed to look pretty. Looks like they're smashing their face into the parents' back. We'll absolutely try it. I don't know how much playing we're gonna get done this stream because I've been building for a good what half an hour now, and this is all I have. I have not gotten far. I still need to try a floor in this room. I got distracted kind of. We have the unfortunate truth in this room that there is a weird line on the floor that goes, you guessed it, exactly as far as this couch does, all the way around, and stops here, or maybe it's around here. But uh, I'm glad he started his treatment, though. I know it's tough financially, but it's nice to hear that he is getting treatment and he's going to be okay. Um, yeah, so we kind of turned his room into a performance area because he likes piano. Um, I gotta make a floor. I can't get too distracted here. I'm thinking a darker one. Um, just sort of. Oh, but you know what? Maybe the white is all right. I don't know. No change in behavior. Mm. Is there usually a change in behavior with FIP though? Or is it like, because sometimes cats are really good at hiding things from you. Like they don't want you to know they're sick. It's something about them. I'm a thief, but I can only steal things that minorly inconvenience my victims, huh? Um, I'm trying to think of what's a minor inconvenience because I feel like I would steal people's phones, but I don't know if that's a minor inconvenience these days. That feels like a major inconvenience. The batteries from their TV remote. That's a good one, Ginger. Especially for a kleptomaniac. They go to the bathroom, you're just like, boop. They'll never know. More tired and loss of appetite. Those are subtle ones, though. I know you're keeping an eye out, so you probably are watching for those as well. But those are hard ones to gauge, you know? A blood test on Friday, and they should already see a difference. Wow. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed anyway. 'Cause treatment is treatment, you know? Sometimes treatment is tougher than the illness a little bit. Hopefully not in this case. Yeah. I'm with you there, Cozy. I not getting my full weekend this weekend. I'm glad that I already have a day off tomorrow, especially because I feel like tomorrow is going to be a day in U.S. history. If any of y'all have been following just what's going on in the U.S. Trump is supposed to be arrested tomorrow, rightfully so. I'm surprised he hasn't been already. Um, and he has said stuff like, "Protest for me. This isn't right." And the last time he said stuff like that was January 6th, where we nearly had an insurrection. And police are already putting up barricades around like Trump Towers and stuff. So I just feel like the next 24 hours is going to be a tough one here in the US. So I'm glad I have it off. I just feel like we're ramping up to have a whole day in history tomorrow. Whether it's one like January 6th where we can sort of laugh about it and there are consequences for some of the people involved. But who knows? Who knows? It is America, so we shall see. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I am an anxious person. Um, but just going off what I see on the internet happening, I feel like something's gonna happen tomorrow, whether it be silly haha news or oh my god, oh my god, oh my god news. Um, it's gonna be a time for sure, at the very least. But I would rather think about which hardwood flooring I want in this room right now. Maybe no, not carpet, right? Not like a pink fuzzy carpet. Another financial shock. I just feel like I said, I just feel like it's going to be a day. Whether or not it actually winds up being a big event or not, it truly is anyone's guess at this point. But I'm anxious. It is what it is, though. There's no point in worrying about the future is something that I have often told myself in my life. Because if there's nothing you can do about it, then why are you worried about it? It's something I've told many of people, but it's one that I have trouble following myself. It is one of those pieces of advice that's tough. You know, from the outside perspective, you're like, yeah, don't even worry about it. But from as the person worrying about it in the moment, you're like, yeah, I have to worry about it. So, yeah, everyone's just kind of weird this week. I don't know what it is. I think it's they don't have enough pink carpet in their life. Act shocked that the market wasn't stable today. Yeah. I don't know. People are just off their rocker lately. There's something about them. Everyone's on edge, which like I get because I'm on edge as well, because everyone else is on edge. Um, but we all just need to like take a step back, calm it down a couple of notches, you know? I'm not weird. Okay, I am a little. That's the story of my life, Sasha. Don't attack me in my own home. I think this plant would look nice above his bed just because it's pink. That is fully how I'm decorating this room, by the way. It's pink. It's going in here. The zombie virus. A lot of people have been talking about a zombie virus lately, not as like one that is actually happening, but people keep bringing it up as like a situation. And I keep thinking about that. I literally, little fact about me, I used to spend like hours thinking of zombie escape plans. Like if the zombie apocalypse happens, here's what I would do, here is where I would go, here's who I would bring with me, here's what my weapon would be. Like I thought out my zombie escape plan. These days, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm out. I'm gone. Catch me later, motherfuckers. There's no quality of life at that point. I am not struggling to survive to like scavenge berries and be on guard 24/7. Like no. I'm gone, thanks. It's brought up the zombie stuff again. Yeah, it's in the public zeitgeist, you know. People are thinking about it. I think also especially in times of like a lot of public turmoil, horror movies are easier to digest because it's like, oh, like we could have it worse, you know, we could have zombies. And if it was zombies, I'd be fine. It's very easy to get into that escapist thought, I think. And so I think it's there's a good reason why everyone's talking about fantasy horror and not real life horror, which is slowly creeping upon us. Can't kill you if you're in the living room. That one's terrible, Rebecca. Thank you. Covering it with steel, the zombie mobile. See, that's like I thought about that. I could do the whole like survival guide horror thing, but it's just at this point like there's no TV, there's no internet anymore. You have to scavenge for every piece of food that you eat and then also like cook it because microwaves aren't a thing anymore. Like, I'm just gone, thanks. At this point, having had all of these things and then losing them, no, thank you. And maybe that's, you know, millennial of me or whatever, but like, I'm not struggling and living my life in fear 24/7, not only of zombies, but of any humans that I encounter being like groups in The Walking Dead and shit like that. I'm not struggling to live that sort of life. You know, I'll struggle to live this sort of life, to live the life where I can come home and game and be silly little internet man. But to like pick my own food and like pee in the woods, watching my back the whole time, like I'm good, thanks. CB radios, camping gear, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to think like hours on this stuff, like where I would go, who I would bring, like how long I would stay there, why I would need to be there, and why there was a good position. I had it all thought out. These days, I'm just like, eh, if it goes, I go, you know? It's my time. And that's not even like I don't have a death wish. I don't want to die, but if the world changes that drastically, I'm out. I'm gone. An idea for the back wall? What's up, Ginger? Because I got nothing so far. I don't even know how we're gonna fit a dresser in here with this weird long ass sofa. We pee in the woods like man, Mr. K. Thank you for that, Oblio. We do. We really do. You know what? You changed my mind. I'll live through the zombie apocalypse to pee like man, Mr. Gay. The most armed county. But that's the thing, you wouldn't want guns in a real zombie apocalypse. Alert every single zombie within a, what, 10-mile radius of where you are? I'm good, thanks. My weapon of choice, in case you were wondering from all the hours that I thought about this when I was younger, a cast iron frying pan. Because there's good reason. It is blunt enough that you will be able to knock out a zombie. You will never get it stuck in a zombie like a blade could possibly do. And if you break it, how hard do you think it is to find another cast iron frying pan in one of the houses in the in around your area? Like break into any random house, you could probably find a cast iron frying pan if you search long enough. It's the perfect weapon. I have thought about this for hours. Experience in archery and fencing. Wow. Makeshift shelving using wardrobes. Ooh. A big wardrobe with open in the middle and the clothes hanging in it. I think I know what you mean, Panda, with like the dream home decorator stuff. I think I got you. Hold on a minute. I We can totally do that. Where was the shelves? Yes, yes. More of this, please. With like these kind of hanging in the middle. Yes. Oh, I could even maybe even make it just like that. Maybe not with the exact same clutter because I'm not going to do a purse and then shoes in both of them. Cast iron skillet pans. Tangled, exactly. Tangled. Listen, Rapunzel had it right. We listen to the lettuce in this house. Rapunzel means lettuce if you don't know, by the way. Um, oh, this is perfect. Oh, I wish it was a little taller though, or like bigger. Oh my God, that's too big. That's too big. Never mind. Stupid tall walls. Two skillets. Forever, forever set. Like I said, I used to spend hours thinking about this. I spent too much of my life thinking about it. And it's because as a kid, I watched so many zombie movies. Like, maybe some that I shouldn't have at the age that I was at. But my mom was constantly watching horror movies, and I was just like down in the living room. So I don't regret it at all. Like I said, if I really put my mind to it, I probably could survive a zombie apocalypse. Um, but I don't want to. I've lost the ability to care at that point, you know? I'm good with my life now. If it changes that drastically, I'm outie. Oh, I wish these were like taller though. No way they would take you first with that attitude. Full of all the costumes, right, for you to get up on stage and perform piano with. Is this even a bedroom anymore? Can he sleep in here? Is this right? I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world, and we're absolutely not. But is this really a bedroom anymore? These really aren't like pink though, is the issue. They're like as pink as I can get them, but they're still not a pink. Oh, that sucks. I want that to line up better. I want these to like attach. Oh, oh yes, just like that. No, what are you doing? It looks like IKEA, yeah. He's teaching them drama class from his bedroom. No. Oh, perfect. And then maybe we just have some empty shelves down here. Is there one? That's stupid. What do you mean you have one with the shelf on the right but not one with the shelf on the left? I don't like it. Fine. We'll do that. With a chain so you can swing it. Maybe. I just feel like maybe that's excessive. I think you'd get a little more control if you hold just the handle. I don't know though. It's been years since I thought so hard about this. But it was a large part of my childhood. Cast iron with spikes on it, and now we're getting somewhere. No, I actually don't like anything that can stick into a zombie, because then it can get stuck if it gets, bashed in the wrong way or whatever, like a sword or a blade or a katana or whatever. Like if you catch it at the wrong angle, you won't be able to pull that shit out in time, and that can get you killed. So I prefer flat, blunt objects that are just going to bash it in and you can move on, you know? And the reason I chose a cast iron frying pan is because they are less likely to break because it is one solid piece of metal. Um, so you can probably bash for longer. I've thought this down to a lot of details. Lightsabers. Supposedly, Disney made something that's like a lightsaber. I don't know if that's true though, because that I don't think science is there yet. I don't know. Got ideas. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it. First of all, long enough to talk about ideas in a zombie apocalypse, and second of all the way down to Colorado. I think it's a very human thing to think I would absolutely survive a zombie apocalypse because we all have main character syndrome. As much as you can like mitigate it or not, like we all think that we're the main character of our own movies, and I think it's very easy to be like, I would survive absolutely. So I try not to be one of those people. Um, you come get me. I'll place a shoe rack inside of it. I do plan on doing some strange alt placing because these shelves are great for that, but also kind of suck for that. I thought I was moving this more into the center. Um, Instead, I like broke it. Sometimes these things anger me because what do you mean that this is like not correctly on here on this grid? And why is this not correctly on that grid? Ugh, I hate this. No, don't. Don't latch onto it. I hate this. I give up. His cat, his dog, his mom, and his dad. Oh, I just have to not try. That's what it is. I just have to like fuck around until it gets there, and then hold it there. Now bring it down. I hate this. Stop slotting to it. Slot to this. Thank you. Oh my god. Incredibly difficult when it should not be. Okay, that's better. It's not even important if he can really reach these, frankly. I'm not concerned with that. Oh my god. We have so many cute little shelves that I've never used. How how have I not done this? Slow-mo for the rescue scene, of course. What did I need? Like clothes? Hanging clothes for the kids, but professional fashionista clothes. Flinging those skillets over to kick the zombies. Where is the shoe rack? How? No, not how. Shoe. Thank you. Shoes and clutter. Oh, it's just barely too big because of the boots. But I could put some shoes in here. Casual kicks. We got pink shoes. Does does Blake even have pink shoes? I don't know. Stuck in Canada. Oh, I don't think you'd have a trouble getting over the border in a zombie apocalypse. Something tells me they would be a little lax about the border policy right then. I think they got other bigger things to worry about at that point. I would hope, at the very least. I mean, if someone's still patrolling the border when the zombie apocalypse happens, I mean, that is their own prerogative, I guess. But I don't think anybody will be. I think you'll have a pretty easy time hopping it. Why is this basket fucking huge compared to the, like, shelves? We can have some nice folded laundry in the corner down here. That's cute. Did Blake knew the cats. Blake can have a nice ceramic cat here in memory of Miss Kitty and Dilbert. Miss Kitty was Siamese, so he can have a nice little Siamese right here. NORAD. I don't know where NORAD is. Something tells me that I don't think anyone will be worried about COVID if there's a zombie apocalypse happening. I highly doubt it. That's my best guess, but I something tells me we got bigger problems at that point. And this is coming from someone who still wears a mask like all the time. The Never Forget book. It kind of looks forgotten about up here. Of course, a nice pink backpack for his teen stuff. A mountain military intelligence facility. Oh, interesting. I've always thought in my hometown there is a church with big heavy doors, only two entrances, um, high windows with cages on them, and it is across the street from a supermarket. And that was always like while I'm getting my bearings together in the beginning of a zombie apocalypse, that is my go-to like start point. Because it's, in my opinion, the best place around here for me to like, not to stay forever. It would not work for a long, long time, but it is just well enough protected, I think, that I could like stay there for a minute while I figure out my next move, you know? Always gets overrun in movies. Well, you haven't seen this church that I have thought about many, 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 many times. Alaska. Maybe. That sort of depends. There's there's a lot of schools of thought on what zombies would be. If zombies were zombies, which is apparently all we're discussing this stream, by the way. But there's another couple of reasons why I think I would just in a zombie apocalypse. If they're walking zombies, we have a chance. You know, maybe there is a point to struggling, to surviving, to whatever. If the zombies run like they do in some movies, it's you're better off giving up. I'm sorry. An undead thing with no like limit to how much energy it has running after you, considering that it also came from being a distance predator who just chases until, you know, the prey is dead essentially. We're better off dead at that point. If they run, I'm out. Zombie birds. If they get animals as well, I'm out. Because that's the other thing is in some zombie movies they eat animals and some they don't. If they do eat animals and zombie animals become a thing, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not going to be able to kill a dog, a zombie or not. The dog wants treats. I am the treats. The dog can have me. It's fine. You know? Good dog. Um, what did we say we were gonna put in here? There was like a thing. You know what? He can have some nail polish, I think. I feel like Blake would paint his nails. And he'd wear some jewelry. He really would. He could maybe even have a little TV here. I know it's silly because the couch is facing the other direction, but like, how often is he really going to use it anyway, even if I put it facing the right direction? If we just pop that right there. That's cute. That's really cute. Zombie rhinos or zombie gorillas? Yeah, no way. Gone. Out of here. You like walking along and a zombie giraffe just fucking walks up next to you. Like, what are you gonna do? I can't frying pan that. Some pictures in the middle wall. Ooh, yeah. I actually don't have any pictures of Blake yet. I don't think. I'll check their inventories when I go back into live mode, which is still I think far away. We definitely need some plants in here because I don't think I have like all that many at all. Um, oh, you know what? I definitely have some plants. I put like three over here. Um, there should be some shelves on this wall as well. Um, storage. No? Well, actually, maybe a bookshelf on this wall would not be a bad idea. A nice little like reading nook kind of thing right here. There's like a, hold on a minute. If we did like one of these, and then I think there's like a middle one, that would be really cute actually. Or maybe actually, zombies can't touch you without consent. I don't think it works like that, unfortunately. Probably just nuke the whole state. Yeah, honestly, I can't trust the government in a zombie apocalypse movie to have the people's best interest in mind. I can't trust the government and not in a zombie apocalypse to have the people's best interest in mind. Actually, that's clipping, but that looks kind of nice. If it like just doesn't clip when you move the camera like that all of the time, which it seems like it does, that would look really nice. But that is a little much, and they might not be able to get it into bed. Unless I scooch. We scooch everything over just the teensiest bit. He only needs to be able to use one side. He's a single person in this double bed. I just really like these bookshelves, and I think with the walls up here, they make this little like nook over here really cozy. If we put like a nice little chair in here or something, then it feels like he's got his own little like single area as opposed to the whole performance area out here. Um, which still also feels like it needs more stuff. Like this is not that's not performance worthy, you know? Now we're all prepared. Now we know the plan. Um, Team Butters. I don't know if it can really be named after me, considering I've spent the last hour and 10 minutes saying how I'm gonna off myself the second that it happens, but I appreciate it. um, ooh, you know what? This feels like the perfect place to use this little flower kitten. Maybe sized up. Oh my god, it can be on the piano. Oh my god. I love it. Rather lose my phone or my wallet. I guess my wallet because I can cancel my credit card. I can't just like cancel my phone. I especially cannot use my credit card to cancel my phone. However, I can use my phone to cancel my credit card. So wallet, I think. I'll lose the cash in there. I don't think I keep anything all that important other than that in there. And my ID is expired, so it's all yours. Even butter up your skillet, smooth slide right off the zombies. Oh, I have to use this. We have to use this, and I think I'm sizing it up and putting it in the corner. I don't even care that it sort of clips out there. It's whatever. I don't. It literally does not matter to me. I love this thing. Sir Charles is around, actually. He is. I don't know if you can see him. He is sleeping over there. He's that little dot right there. He's taken to sleeping on my comforter, which I keep at the side of my bed there. Um, and that's just like his favorite spot to sleep now. Which is nice, because actually when I get on my bed, it doesn't disturb him anymore because he's on the comforter, which is like just enough like cushion from the bed moving that it doesn't like wake him up or anything. It's nice. Lose your phone, you need the Monopoly money. I don't know. For me, I'd rather lose the wallet. Everything in there is replaceable, and my phone is too, but like it's more of a process to me. You don't carry cash? I carry a little bit of cash. Like the cash that I keep in my wallet, I wouldn't be upset over losing. It's not a huge amount of cash, you know. But I like to have some on me just in case, because some places don't accept card, and I want to at least be able to like buy a drink or something if they like don't accept card, you know. So I keep a little bit on me. Also because I get tips where I work, and what else am I gonna do with like the dollar bills that I get? I just hold on to them. It's a Coach wallet. Ooh, mine's a nice wallet. I have a Demon Slayer wallet that I got because my Pikachu one was literally falling apart because I accidentally threw it through the washer and the dryer. Not just one or the other. It was a gift. Ooh. I think something about this platform needs to change here. Um, get rid of that. Just a nice little cat-shaped one instead. Yes, Panda, Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer. I can't believe that the manga is like entirely over, even though I've read it twice. I'm so excited for the new arc. I know it's happening soon. I hope this is walkable still. I hope the platform doesn't like fuck them up. Walk on water or see the future. That's a tough one. I feel like I'd rather see the future. Only because I'm very much a don't worry about the future type of person. So if I could also see it, I could very much be a don't worry about the future type of person. I would be knowledgeable in my don't worry about the future-ness. I would have reason to be that way. So, yeah, I guess I'll go with future vision on that one. Demon Slayer is close to my favorite anime, but I really think Naruto probably holds of all time, only because it means so much to me because of all the places in my life that it has been there for me for. Uh, Like it was my first anime. It was the first one that I like started watching and being able to understand in Japanese without subtitles. Like it's been my comfort anime for a long time. Like there's a lot of reasons why it will probably always stay at the top. But right now, if you ask me what my favorite anime is, it is Jujutsu Kaisen. I fucking love Jujutsu Kaisen. Followed closely by Chainsaw Man. The full manga collection. Oh my goodness. A Nesco Polaroid. Oh, I have a Polaroid camera. I just never use it. I even have like rainbow film for it loaded in there. And I think there's like 7 shots left, and I've just never taken them. But I like Demon Slayer a lot. I do. It's a good anime. Yeah, I'm so excited. I think within the next couple of days we might get like a trailer for season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And if you haven't read the manga, season 2 is going to be wild to say the least. So I'm so excited for it. I've been waiting forever for this shit. Because it came out and it was one of those where I was like, oh, like maybe I should watch that anime. It seems good. And then I watched it all in a day because it's only 12 episodes, and I was like, that is not enough. I need to know what happens next. So I read the entire manga in like a day, and then I was like, that is not enough. I need to know what happens next. So I read the entire manga again. It's my favorite. Panda, yes, I love Panda. My favorite is I have forgotten his name, but I also the cursed speech user. But also I really do like Kugisaki. I think she's great. I haven't been keeping up episode wise um, with My Hero Academia, but I have been reading the manga, so I know sort of what's been going on. I want to watch the anime too because I really enjoy seeing things that I have read come to life. Um, but I haven't caught up in it in a long time. I think I fell off maybe somewhere after the um the arc where Midoriya, Bakugo, and Todoroki are training underneath Endeavor. Um, but it's been a long time. I have seen Black Clover. I also kind of fell off of that one a while back, but I did really, really love it. And it was one of those I want to go back and finish it, but I just like I've fallen off of watching things so hard. um, I'm trying not to spoil things for people who haven't read manga, Rebecca. But yeah, I was like, what? Excuse me? What do you mean? No. There's a lot of moments like that in some of the animes and mangas that I'm reading lately where I'm like, no, they're not dead. What are you talking about? They're gonna come back in like 3 chapters, and then like 50 plus chapters later, I'm like, where are they? What happened to them? Yeah, I'm sorry, Panda. I won't go any further into anything like that. But oh my God, it gets intense. There's gonna be a movie for Black Clover. I didn't even know that. There's so many anime things I've got to catch up on. I've been so behind for so long. I also like haven't been building very much. I say that with a whole room built in front of me, but we still have a whole wall, a feature wall even that I have not done a single thing with. Um, and also like no tables or anything in this room, which is kind of weird. This whole bedroom is kind of a weird bedroom. Not only just because of this whole thing, but like because of the shape. March, but it got pushed back. Yeah, anime movies always get pushed back. Oh, I forgot about the sheep. We can have this little sheep. We don't need more seating in here at all. But it is really cute. and you can probably put something on top of it. Hold on. Perfect. We have our own little Bulbasaur. Um, I hope John or Blake can still get in there to go to sleep. Hey, Suchan, how you doing this evening? Mitsuru's one of the best Hashiras for sure. Um, I'm excited to see how her sword like works. Because as much as I love reading manga, sometimes action scenes get a little weird. I don't quite know how to read them, and I don't fully follow everything that happens in a fight scene. So I'm excited to see Mitsuri because I just have no clue how her like breathing style works. Because every time she was in a fight, I was just like, "What's happening now physically?" Got home from a good walk outside. Oh, I love that. It was really nice out today for me. I hope it was just as nice out for you. Oh, Demon Slayer animation is always 10 out of 10. There's something about I don't even know what studio does it, but they do it well. Like the ending of season 2 with the sound Hashira, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Um Literally breathtaking, stunning art. Like oh yeah, it's beautifully animated. I would argue probably one of the most beautifully animated. Because honestly, plot wise, it's a shonen. I mean, it is shonen-y to the last drop, and that's not a bad thing. I don't say that lightly. Reminder that my favorite of all time is Naruto, which is the shoneniest shonen of all shonens. But Demon Slayer plot wise is not the most like stunning thing on the planet, but visually it is so incredibly beautiful that it kept me watching. And that's not don't get me wrong, I do love the plot of Demon Slayer. I read the whole thing twice. It's not for lack of love of the plot. Naruto is really good. It's also really bad. Um it is 90% filler and like not even like filler that advances the plot. I mean like fully filler that is not canon. um but it is so fun and it is so gay and it's so shonen and it's so incredible, honestly. It has to stay at like the top of my all-time faves because it's just so incredible. 50 episodes of Black Clover filler, yeah. Well, that's nothing though because I know this is deep into Naruto, but in Boruto, the sequel to Naruto, um the first episode was canon and then the next I believe I don't think I'm exaggerating here. The next 100 were filler that did not happen in the manga at all. Like fully not canon. The next 100 episodes starting after episode 1. Um and then I think somewhere in episode 200 they started like where the manga starts. And they've already caught up. They've already animated like what is out of the manga. So it doesn't bode well for the filler in Boruto. But I'm excited. I haven't caught up on Boruto in a long time either. I am excited to watch so much filler. I kind of do too, Suchan, but I understand Sasuke and Sakura. That makes sense to me. I get it. It's boring, but I get it. And then Hinata and Naruto, like they were building up to it for such a long time. But I wish that if they were going to do that, and they obviously did, um, they kept Hinata as a shinobi. Like they made her still like a character. But in Boruto, she's just a housewife. She like doesn't go on missions. She like is not a ninja in the slightest. You never see her in any sort of like stressful situation other than like, oh my god, my teenage son might not like me. And that's just like such she was such a good character. I really enjoyed Hinata, and mind you, Horikoshi is kind of terrible at writing female characters. Like a lot of Naruto's female characters really do fall flat. um, but Hinata is really good. And then in Boruto, they were just like, nah, she's a housewife. After like multiple films telling why she is just like on the same level as Naruto, like chakra control wise, like descendancy wise, like fully like same playing field, and then they're just like, nah, she's a housewife. I feel like they regressed in development a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, oh my god, Jiffy, thank you so much rating with the party of three. How's it going? Let me get you a shout out real quick. We were currently discussing the end pairings in Naruto and our griefs with them. We're not even a little bit talking about The Sims right now. But how are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? Let me get you the shout out real tip quick. I'm just terrible at typing. So I'm sorry if I even spelled this wrong at first. Perfect. Also playing Sims. We love to see. My favorite pairing? Okay, well, I am a die-hard Sasunaru. I think they are the greatest love story of all time. Better than Romeo and Juliet, even. But I did once write a fanfic, and it was only one page, and I never posted it anywhere, and it is gone, so you could never find it. I did write a Naruto and Choji fanfic at one point, and that pairing does have a place close to my home because of it. Um, they were each other's first kisses, and then they spent literally years trying to divorce themselves of each other, and they could not because they both recognized how intense of a bond that they have. Gay. That is the gayest plot I've ever heard from anything ever. And then they're just like, nah, we married our wives. Bringing in all the manga peeps, yes. A lot of Dan and Phil fanfic. Oh no. I literally just finished watching Dan and Phil's playthrough of The Sims 4 not too long ago. So I'm right there with you, Panda. I didn't write any fanfic, but I was deep in the Dan and Phil trenches. Bringing in all the manga peeps. They were so gay for each other. Honestly, I struggle to find a couple in any media, not just manga, not just anime, any media that is gayer than Sasuke and Naruto for each other. If you maybe asked someone who didn't know the plot of Naruto what they thought was going on, I'm willing to bet one of the things that they might tell you is that whole like Sasuke Naruto like that is the plot to Naruto. We're talking about my fanfics, tangentially cozy. We're covering a lot of topics tonight. I don't know what it is. No worries, Jiffy. If you gotta dine and dash kind of dash to dine, I guess. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the follow, and thank you also for the follow, Pin Daniel. Thank you for hanging, even for the short amount of time. I appreciate it nonetheless. If you gotta run and grab dinner, run and grab dinner. I know how it be. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this wall I've been staring at for like a good 20 minutes with no ideas. Shelves? More shelving? We have a lot of shelving. Thank you, Clade. Welcome on in. It is maybe my favorite jacket in possession ever. It was only $20. I get complimented on it constantly, and it is partially why it's my favorite. I like it when people say nice things to me. um, a plant wall. Ooh, like one of those like these, but like all the way along the wall. Or do you mean like one of these? High self-esteem jacket, exactly. It's also just like the perfect like spring jacket. It's like just warm enough that it keeps me warm, but it also like is not gonna make me overheat. It's the perfect jacket. The plants, like a gallery wall, but plants. Ooh, you know, I bet you we could run with that. We already have some plants lining it, actually, so that's, you know, may as well. And I think we have a fair amount of like hanging plants that would work quite well for this. We just do that. Over 300K reads. Oh my goodness. None of my fanfics ever got that popular. But to be fair, I think I only posted like three total. So make way for the new author. When's your 50 Shades of Grey? 50 Shades of Llama? Oh God. I'm deep in those trenches too. No. I didn't read a lot of fan fiction of them, but I was aware a lot of the fan fiction of them from that time. Because I had it bad for Dan and Phil. I was like down bad for them. um, to a point where that surprise birthday party that I had that I told you guys about, um, they got me an ice cream cake with Dan and Phil's faces printed on them, and I refused to let anybody eat their faces. I saved it in the fridge until eventually my mom threw it out like 6 months later. Because I just did not want anybody to eat them. I had such a crush on them. You couldn't ruin their perfect faces. It's so embarrassing to think about these days. Because, like, I've never been that down bad for anybody else. A past you don't like to remember, I know. Flower walls. Mm. Oh, like these ones? That could be nice too, yeah. Some nice like above ones kind of. Didn't feel shit with cat whiskers. There's so many selfies of me with cat whiskers drawn on my face. It's a little embarrassing how many selfies I took with cat whiskers when I was younger. um, and yeah, young Butter was down bad for so many boys. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't ma it as long as you like had a semi cute face, I was like all over. The flower box section. Okay. A photo on the Facebook. We're talking about how down bad I was for for Dan and Phil in my youth. Um, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hanging plants. I'm just gonna kind of hang them all, and then we'll go back through and we'll rearrange them. You know. mm, there's this one, and then I'll go to the outside section too, Cozy. I did read that. Sometimes I read things that you guys put in chat. Every once in a while. Oh, that's just from the ceiling. That's not gonna work. See, I wish I could still fangirl like that, like I did in high school, but I just don't care about famous people like that anymore. Like something in me refuses to care about anybody who's famous like that and anymore in that like way or I don't know. Even like Chris Evans, like I don't like spend time like fangirling over him. Like if I see a picture of him, I'll be like, "Oh, he's hot," and then I'll like move on, you know? Like I just don't have that level of fan in me anymore, I don't think. Which is sad. I really do wish that I could be that level of like intense about the things that I love still. Um, But something about it being part of teenage me makes it more nostalgic anyway, a little bit, you know? So it's fine. It is all good. I think we're gonna have a lot of these ones, 'cause that one's cute. Not really as bad as high school, yeah. Fangirling over the Sims plants, that I will fangirl over, admittedly. Isn't much to fangirl over anymore. That is true. That is also very true, yes. Oh, a lot of these were actually in the plant place. House planter box. That one's nice though. Never want intense teenage feelings again. Are you sure? You don't want to be a teenager even for a little bit again? Neighborly window box. We're gonna have so many window boxes in our apartment. This isn't even an apartment. It could be an apartment, honestly. We could just furnish the whole thing. We're too all over the place. Yeah. I was an intense teenager, for sure. Um, I understand why people did not like me, to say the least. If you didn't like me, I do not blame you in the slightest. I do not hold it against you these days. Because it makes sense to me. Who I was in high school was annoying. Um, on the other hand, it has meant that people from high school don't want to talk to me now. So who's the real winner, honestly? I was incredibly depressed in high school. Yeah, I didn't have the best time in high school, honestly, either. Stranded outside the venue for hours. Oh no. Cozy's weapon of choice is death. We love to see it. Beautiful, Cozy. I applaud. I'm trying to shift these all around in a way that they look good and make sense to me. But what I'm thinking here is this one needs to go right here. We'll have this maybe sized up in the center. We'll get rid of this one. We'll have some flower boxes either side. That ain't a cozy life. You know what? You are very correct, Cozy. And thank you, Panda. I'm working on it, you know? We gotta have a little bit of faith in the process. I think we go for two of these then. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Maybe we can work this one in somehow, but I think we go for two of this as well. And then this kind of has to be the centerpiece. Actually, I don't really love this as the centerpiece anymore. What if we had like a big painting or something? We have four big classic paintings. A large realism painting? No. We'll name a school after Cozy. Sounds like an even trade-off. What decorations? Cozy high. The thing closest to my left, well, technically, that is you guys right now. My selfie stick. I think I could maybe take out one zombie with it. Maybe? It seems a little flimsy. But that is, I think, the closest object to my left. Because, I mean, the other option here is cat ears. I I don't think I can yan the zombies into submission, you know? I could give it a good college try, but I really don't think it's gonna work. Um, we need some sort of nice painting in the center of these flowers. A 2 liter kind of heavy water bottle. Okay, so Cozy wins this round. Cozy's the only one who survives. Ooh, you know what? If there is a nice swatch of this. Ooh, you know what? With the green, I kind of like that. A bookshelf speaker that's 20 pounds. Okay, so Suchan also wins. Stun the zombies with my cuteness. Throw in the air fryer, yeah. Someone else can have the water bottle. I think I'm good. I got my cat ears. I'm all set. I'm gonna live through the zombie apocalypse. Don't even worry about me. We all know that zombies' main weakness is cat boys. We need some sort of like wall mirror. Zoom away on your chair, yeah, just you can't catch me. Does this come in? It comes in pink, but I don't think it would be pink on this wall. I think it would be black, so you could actually see it on the wall. That feels kind of high up for a mirror. Two in one bed, heck yeah. You never need to leave your bed. You gotta run from zombies, book it in the chair. You gotta go to sleep, sleep in the chair. You never have to leave again. I really like this mirror. How did I not know we had this mirror? Oh my god. Is this because it's city living? Because it is city living and I have not always had this mirror. Need a weapon, you'll break off the armrest, of course. Wally vibes. We need some good clutter in this room. Oh my god, I thought that was like a clock. Like a little, like, clock, tiny clock. You know, like one of these. Rollerblades. Rollerblades could come in handy. I would absolutely take my skateboard with me if I was in a zombie apocalypse and trying to survive because it is a mostly silent mode of transportation. Um, Silent enough that it won't, draw attention from like miles away. um, Clutter. That's what I'm here for. We can have a water bottle up on top of here as well. Maybe a mug or two that seems like forgotten about. A hat, of course. If there's a pink one, perfect. Mm, Tissues on the table over here because he's a teenager. Maybe some bins just to fill in the floor a little bit over here. He's got like boxes of stuff. got this out, I have, you know? I'm ready. I'm prepared for all situations, don't you know? I'm ready at a moment's notice to do anything. And that's not sarcasm, and definitely 100% true. mm, he has like some different pairs of shoes over here. He could probably have. I wonder if I can kind of. Wait a minute. Right, that's up. I wasn't trying to bring it up. Bring it down. I want to shove this into there. Hold on a minute. If I just put that there, and then I bring this back. Yeah, it looks like we boxed in the new pair of shoes, you know? Oh, whoops. Undo. The lotion in the sock? No. Just tissues for when he has a cold, you guys. Of course. Who do you think I am? Um, I wish we had more clutter objects. He could have a nice spice rack in his dresser, I guess, if I really chose it. Um, some of these things just don't seem correct for like a teenager's room, you know? Some of the things to put on the desk don't seem like things you would put on a desk. A dartboard? Oh my god. Since when have we had a dartboard? Sniffles. Spice rack for his dragon fruit, of course. He's not the one with the balcony, unfortunately. He can't dragon fruit. That was when I moved into my apartment for the very short amount of time that I had an apartment. There was a room with a balcony, and I was like, I claim that because dragon fruit. Um, and then literally like the day of moving in, my roommate was like, "Oh, actually, I'm gonna take the room with the um, patio, and then you can just come through and use it." And I was like, "Okay, but like I'm going to be using it all of the time. Like just so you know, that is like I wanted this room so I could use it all the time so that I wouldn't have to walk through your room. But if it is your room, I'm going to walk through your room all the time." And then it did become an issue at one point, which was very funny because it was something that I talked about prior to moving in. So, you know how it goes with roommates sometimes. Your ex played darts. I actually like darts. I'm okay at it, but the one time that I played, I was at a bar and I didn't have a valid ID. I was over 21. Or no, you know what? I think at that point I was 20. Yeah, no, I was 20, so I wasn't quite allowed to be there, but I wasn't drinking. Like I wasn't even taking sips off of anybody else's drink. Um, but when one of the people who I was there with went to go get a drink, they asked if they could see my ID, and we were just like, "Oh, let's just go then." So we just left. But I was enjoying playing darts during that time period. We need some sort of like statement piece back here. Something that says "Watch me perform," you know? And then when they did it, yeah, you were like, they were like, "Ew." Yeah, so funny. Because that also, she helped me like pack up my room from my childhood home, which was the messiest I've ever kept my room, by the way. Like since then, I have generally kept a cleaner room than I did when I was in my childhood home because I had a teensy, teensy tiny room and so much stuff that it was practically always a mess. But also because I'm a slob. Um, that is an important part of the story as well. Um, she helped me pack up that room. So she knew I was a slob. This is not new information to her. I did indeed also tell her before we moved in, like, I am not a very clean person in my room. For the outside, for the rest of the house, yeah, I'll keep it clean. I'll, make sure I clean up after myself and everything. For my own room, like, I'm not going to. I'm sorry. Uh, and it was a problem later on in living there. And she was like, you have like open containers of food in your room and blah 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 blah. And I came home that day after she told me that to see like what open containers of food I had in my room. I had an empty box of cereal that I had finished that morning, um, and then gone to work at 4 a.m. Um, so it was stuff like that, just like constantly with her. I don't even know if I could say I've leveled up the cleanliness. I have learned to shove things away better. I'm not a clean boy. I will never be a clean boy. I am I'm a yucky nasty. I believe is the term. But I am slightly cleaner than I used to be. I don't know if that really says watch me play piano. It is kind of weird against the black and white wall. But you know what? Now that we have these posts, why does it have to be a black and white wall? Why can't it be this now? Because it doesn't matter that it doesn't match the other pink. There's posts. It's so much better this way. Two statement walls. Never gonna give me up. Thank you, Sasha. I will never let you down. um, Contained to one room. Yeah. Like, I'm not messy in the bathroom. I'm not messy in the kitchen. Like, I'm gonna clean up after my space in the community spaces. But in the space that I am going to live in and no one else is ever going to enter, like, I don't care to keep it clean. It doesn't do anything for me. So I don't do it, you know? And some people take that offensively if they live in the same house as you. Like they have to have the whole house clean, and I just can't vibe with that. Like I'm sorry. Dirty plates under his bed. Oh God, maggots. You know what? Yeah, there is a line though. That's the thing is as dirty of a person as I am, I don't keep dishes in my room ever. I'll leave them there overnight sometimes. I will forget to bring them to the kitchen sometimes if I go off to take care of my dragon fruits. Um, but I never leave them there for over 24 hours. That is, except for this one, which lives in my room. It is my drinking glass. Like I am the only person who drinks out of this glass, um, and I wash it out every single use. But other than that, dishes do not stay in my room for longer than 24 hours. That is the one like line that I draw. You know, I don't like rotting food. Turns out, but no, I've had some people in the past be not so happy about the way I keep my room. A mouse in his room. Oh my goodness. I've had the whole you can't see my floor before. Never because it's been covered in trash. It is usually clothing and other various items that I own. Backpacks, whatever, what have you. Whatever just happens to be on the floor. I've never had trash that bad. I guess that's the difference. Is I'm messy, I'm not dirty. I guess. Lockdown, that adds a whole lot of context for sure. Not okay still, not great, not something to be proud of, but it does explain it. It does make sense. I do get it. Wasn't even that long ago, I know. It's wild to think that wasn't even like 5 years ago yet. It feels like a full lifetime ago, and that was not really that long at all. This microphone is purely decorative, but it does feel like it's supposed to be in here, so it's gonna be in here. lockdown life was rough. It seems like mine was also rough, but for different reasons. I had a lot of emotional turmoil going on in that time that I don't particularly feel like talking about on stream. Um, but I had like several bad things happen to me at once right after like lockdown started for us. So that was a particularly turbulent time of my life. But it's over now, and I am stronger for it. Um, I'm certainly better for it because it did lead me into streaming, which is what led me into where I am now. But 2020 was a time for butter. 2020 was not a good mental health year. See, that's the thing for me too, Cozy, is a messy room doesn't really like bother me, and stressing about cleaning it will bother me. Um, So I'm one of those people, like just recently, I had a day where I looked at it and I was just like, oh, you know what? This could use some cleaning. Like it's crossed a line at some point. And I rode that as far as I could. I hung up some clothes, I did whatever, but I didn't clean the whole room still because I don't, it doesn't really matter to me. But when I get a wave of like, oh, I should like pick this up, like I'll ride it as far as I can. Everything else was bad. No, I definitely miss the fervor I had for playing Minecraft in 2020. 2020 is really what got me into being able to play video games for 8 hours straight while talking, while also thinking. Working a lot of hours. I didn't work for a good portion of it because I worked at the mall when it hit. Um, and they did actually wind up closing the mall down, which was surprising here in America. Um, with the COVID response that we have and have had. Um, but they eventually did call me back in, and that was not good for my mental health either, because it was also at a point where I was particularly scared of COVID. Like, admittedly, I'm still overly cautious because I still wear the mask and everything, but like, I was like afraid to be near people. Like, I was like actually shaking my entire shift and like running away from people so that they wouldn't come up to me and ask me for help. Like, I was like not doing good. um, and so I quit that job and I've eventually found the one that I work at now, which is not better for my mental health, I would say. But better in the sense of people are only ever on the one side of me. I don't really got to worry about the people coming up to the counter. No one can come too close to me, thanks. Animal Crossing, I didn't get to fully share in that part of lockdown because I didn't have a Switch, so I played New Leaf during that time period. I did get some Animal Crossing, but the financial world was a serious mess. That makes sense, yeah, during that time period. We're just staring at this room. I've kind of gotten lost. I was cluttering it and then I got distracted. I don't know. I don't even know what else to put in here, but I feel like it needs more. I don't know. I'm not an online learner. I just can't do it, unfortunately. I wish I could because I feel like I would get a lot out of like an online class or something like that, but I'm just like not able to, unfortunately. Something about it does not click with my brain. Mm. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's kind of wild that like nobody got any sort of like reimbursement for the fact that like some people just didn't get a college experience really at all. And there's no way for them to get that back because it only happens during a certain period of your life. It's a very strange thing. 2020 was such a blow to so many areas that I don't think to this day we still fully understand every aspect of how it changed our lives, and fully affected them. But it does continue to, I believe. Despite people fully think it's over. People are like no longer worried about it. People don't think about it. People definitely think I'm weird for still wearing a mask. Like, I don't know. To me, it's bizarre. No worries, Sasha. Thank you for hanging. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of the evening. And her response was, "Go back to school, Lamau." uh, I don't know. People of a certain age just don't get it. I think one of my coworkers recently was like complaining about the whole like student loan forgiveness thing, and I was like, I don't think you understand like what student loans are these days. Because her complaint was like, why would you take out the loan if you couldn't pay it back? And I was like, I don't think you understand how interest works. Because a lot of people have paid what they took out back, plus interest, like plus thousands of tens of thousands of dollars of interest, and are still nowhere close to being able to pay it off. So like taking out a loan that you couldn't pay back is not the issue here. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what would be nice though in this area is a nice little divider, I think, because this is a very open bedroom. Like a very like, hey, you can see my whole bed and everything bedroom. Thinking it could have been COVID. Yeah. That's the hardest thing about it is these days it's really hard to tell what is and what isn't because there's so many different variants of it and there's so many different symptoms for the different variants that it's really hard to tell. And then from there it's really hard to tell like how you should follow any guidelines because there's not, at least in America, there's not really any guidelines to take, um, for like how long you're supposed to be out and all that. I think you're supposed to be out like a day now, which is not long enough to recover from it most of the time. Glad you didn't leave your apartment. Yeah. Sometimes that's just nice anyway, just when you're sick. Regardless of what it winds up being, it's just to not like go anywhere. It's nice to not have to pay attention to anything. 9% of your wages, yeah. Yeah. I wish the US would do something like that, because even that is so much better than what we have. Where, like, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure that for the US people, if I had like $50,000 in college debt still, and I passed away for whatever reason, my parents would still have to pay back my college debt. Like it goes to the next person in my family or whatever it is. Like student debt does not go away. And if you declare bankruptcy at any point in your life to be able to like restructure your finances and stuff, your student loan just still does not go away. Like it is specifically like held separate from any other part of your credit, despite the fact that it has the same effect on your credit as anything else. It's like legitimately insane, yeah. I'm so glad that I didn't go to the college that I wanted to go to when I was younger because it was $50,000 a semester. Not a year, a semester. So I would have, for a 4-year college, been $400,000 in debt for the rest of my life. Forever. And then my like what ancestors would have to pay that off. So thank God I went to community college. Thank God I went to community college for my theater degree that I did not finish. Like, um, and that's the wildest part is a lot of the argument against student debt forgiveness these days is like, oh, they're teenagers, they shouldn't have borrowed that much money if they didn't, if they weren't gonna pay it back. Like they are teenagers. They can't conceptualize paying that amount of money back yet. They because they don't have anything to compare paying that amount of money to. Like they just don't, you know? And people are just so harsh about it, I think. LIBOR US or a fixed rate? I don't know, Cozy. I don't actually have any student debts or anything. I've literally never paid anything for that, so I don't know anything about the process of it, actually. It's funny because I'm sitting here lecturing as about people who don't know what they're talking about. But 27 grand to pay back, yeah. And interest, of course, yeah. I think it's compound, yeah. Um, because yeah, if you it's not like interest on what you borrowed. It's interest on what is owed. Um, so if you like can't pay enough for a couple of months or whatever, like it does just keep growing. It does not like stagnate at a certain rate or whatever. It does exponentially get worse. I love America. It's so great here. Every part of it is not broken in the slightest. No, I don't know what you're talking about at all. I think we can call this room done, honestly. I am. I don't know what else it needs. Maybe more clutter on the top of here, but we can. I always say this and then I never do. I think we'll clutter it later. In this room, I don't know if I want to build right now anymore. Maybe we'll just play a little bit. I don't remember what I did not play at all before I went into build mode today, so I don't remember where anyone is. Um, but I don't know. At this point, we've just been having a just chatting stream anyway. The amount of things we've covered and talked about tonight. I also might want to sort of call it a stream sometime soon because I know my parents have gone to bed, and I think my stepdad has been having trouble sleeping lately, and I don't want to like add on to that in any way, because as someone who's had a lot of trouble sleeping lately because of factors outside of their control, try not to do that to other people. Um, so maybe here is where I will save and exit. Maybe we'll keep chatting for a little bit. I don't want to end just yet, honestly. But I'll move us towards ending, I think. We'll head in that direction, you know? We don't have to go there just yet, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, you know? Go to bed at 4 a.m. and sleep until 1 p.m. I wish I could do that still. Back when I worked at Forever 21, that was like my sleep schedule because I worked at 6 p.m. So it was like, what does it matter to me if I have like a nocturnal sleep schedule, you know? Like I work at 6 p.m. I don't have to do anything until then. Like, yeah, I'll go to bed at 3 a.m. and wake up at 4, whatever. I a little bit miss those days. Raul is still alive, Cozy. It's part of why I don't want to build anymore because I want to just turn Jasper and Blake's current room into just Jasper's room and then turn Raul's room into Melody's room. However, Raul is still alive and still needs a room, so I can't. A lion? You want a lion to sleep in? What do you mean a lion? I hope so too, Panda. Did that I remember you had like an interview or something. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't time is I don't know. You had an interview. Did that pan out in the slightest or oh, to sleep in past 7? I figured it was some sort of like British term, but yeah, I've never heard that one before. Um, she never responded to you. Oh, that's the worst. I think I maybe told you about that where I applied to the 99 and I went in for an interview. They were like, "Great, everything sounds good. Come back tomorrow. You'll meet the GM. She'll interview you. If things go well, we'll hire you." And I was like, great. I went back for the next interview. I was interviewed by some guy, and he was like, great, I'll go grab the GM. And I was like, you weren't the GM? I was told I had an interview with the GM. And he was like, nope, all right. And then he went and grabbed a lady, and she came out and she interviewed me. And all three of the interviews went great. Everything seemed fine, and they were like, "We'll call you." We like they didn't say like maybe we'll call you or like if we like what we see, we'll call you. They was like we will call you, and then I never, no contact, nothing, nothing from them ever. After three interviews. So in the end, I'm very glad I didn't get that job because it would have been a restaurant job right before the start of COVID. So really glad I didn't get there. And on top of that, a restaurant job at a sports bar. Um, it would not have been the place for me. I would not have done well in 2020 with that. Jobs are annoying. The job application process is specifically so annoying. Um, I was actually kind of talking about that, I think, with Suchan this morning, that like I sort of need to find a new job, but the only thing that pushes me to actually go through the job like process is not having a job and the worry of like running out of money because nothing else in the world can get me to do that process. It is so incredibly annoying. It was you, okay. I do remember things sometimes. I remember correctly. Miss being a morning person, yeah. Sometimes I can be a morning person and it's like okay, but I'm a morning person when it's my choice, you know? If I get waken up by something else, I'm not a morning person. Mm, yes, being in debt is better than being homeless, but that is a wild sentence to have to say. Um, I've got my fingers crossed for you, Panda. You're such a nice person. I can't imagine you not finding a job. I can't imagine someone not liking you for the job, you know? Because they can pay your rent for you. Oh, I guess keep trying then. If they can pay your rent, then maybe eventually they'll, keep knocking till there's someone answers. Job where it requires you to be up at 5:30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need something that's remote working for sure, Cozy. I don't want to leave my house ever. If I did actually get remote work, like I would actually struggle to leave the house, I think. It would be like a once a week thing probably. I'm not I used to be a little bit more of an extrovert. Like I didn't used to be as introverted as I am, but the theme for tonight, I guess, is 2020 changed me as a person. I sort of became never want to leave the house. I used to like not often want to leave the house. Now it is straight up never. 'Cause what can I do out there that I can't do in my own home, you know? What's out there that I can't do in here? Thanks. I have the magic of the internet at my fingertips. I have everything, okay? Surprised at how introverted you are. Yeah. Automated person. Oh, that's stupid, Panda. Send an email. Send multiple emails. Blow up the call center, blow up the email center. Blow up, I mean, not like with bombs, by the way. Don't go that route. But bombard, I guess, which is not really much better of a term. All of the terms for like message a lot are declarations of war, it turns out. Um, no, I think a lot of people from high school, if they saw me now, would be surprised at how introverted I am and how in like in a conversation just how quiet I am. Um, Why did you bob the job center? Butter told me. Yeah, that won't land you in the soft padded cell or anything. A stick of butter told you to bomb the building. Spam, that's true. Spam though, to me, maybe this I don't know if you guys have this in England. Do you guys have spam? That's like a did I close my internet? Did I close my Google Chrome? Oh my God. Why did I do that? Why would I do that? Why did I do that? Yeah. Got the pink. All hail the butter. Okay, you do have spam. And I like spam. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is okay. I don't love it. It is not my favorite food on the planet. Um, I didn't lose my tabs. No, I know how to open all my tabs again. I've restarted my computer enough times to know how to not lose my tabs at this point. You've never eaten it? It's okay. It's like, God, it's like ham kind of, but like not. I don't really know how to. It's kind of like hot dog without the casing, if that makes sense, kind of. It's been a long time since I had it either. Oreos spam. Yeah, I saw that. I was trying to move on. Spam Oreos. More than one place to buy them too. That's the real crime. Um, let's not. We've talked about enough um gross bad things, I think. Damn America. Damn Oreo specifically. There's like a college humor skit about all the flavors of Oreo that Oreo have released that are essentially an affront to God. Oreo goes hard when it comes to flavoring. I think, frankly, probably only beat by Kit Kat in Japan, um, which there are shrimp flavored Kit Kats, just in case you were wondering. Um, I know I was. America does have Lunchables. They are like a staple of elementary school lunches, really. That was like if you were like a rich kid, you came to school with Lunchables. Like, yeah, shrimp flavored Kit Kats. It's a thing. It is a thing. Three flavors of Oreos. Do you guys not have like a quadrillion Oreos over there? Try and Kit Kat flavors on stream when? You actually, I don't know if you can even get them in America. I think you have to like go to Japan to get them. I don't know if you can like order them though. Maybe, hold on. um, Japanese Kit Kat flavors. You could order. Hold on. Hold on now. I might. Exclusive and limited edition 15 assorted flavors. This is tempting. You guys don't have that many Oreo flavors? Oh, that's bizarre. I don't know which one I prefer. The way y'all have it or the way we have it, but like, hold on. Now I need to know. I need the list of Oreo flavors. Okay, this is what stream has devolved into yet again. Toffee Crunch, Chocolate Hazelnut, Java Chip, Chocolate Chip, Birthday Cake, Mint, Dark Chocolate, Peanut Butter Pie, Lemon, Caramel Coconut. That was just on this one page. Mint Oreos are okay. I've had them before. Um, I like birthday cake Oreos. They're okay. Chocolate Oreos are fine. They're like they just I feel like I'd rather like vanilla, honestly. Java chip. I actually don't know. I've never had that one. But I would imagine it's probably like chocolate covered um coffee beans, ice cream as a Oreo. That was a sentence, but why are we watching cookies? This is what my stream devolves into every once in a while, Gray Man. We just like to discuss the intricacies of US versus British sweets. um, Toffee Crunch. Toffee Crunch I haven't tried, but I bet it would probably be good. Um, yeah, I think yeah. See the like coffee beans here? I bet you it's like coffee ice cream with little bits of chocolate chips in it as a Oreo. um, that's my guess. I was looking for like a Wikipedia page of all of the Oreo flavors. 30 best Oreo flavors. List of Oreo varieties. Here we are. um, oh, this is even more of a rabbit hole than I thought at first. We have the football Oreo, differently shaped Oreos I never even considered. 30 best? Yeah. That's what I thought too, Cozy. How many are there? Wait a minute. Okay, this is the list of flavor. This is the list of other flavors. Hold on. Because we had the big stuff, the mini Oreo, the NBA Dynasty Oreo with the NBA logo. I didn't know there was different shapes. We're diving deep into the Oreo lore, the L'Oreo tonight. The Oreo lore, L'Oreo. The triple double Neapolitan Oreo, the triple double Oreo, the mega stuff Oreo thins. None of these seem like different flavors, by the way. Um, Oreo thins extra stuff, the most stuff, um, gluten-free Oreo, of course. Oreo X the Batman. The most Oreo. Introduced like last month, like 2 months ago. They're still making more Oreos. Yeah, whoever's looking for the Sims 4 stream, they see us reviewing Oreo flavors. um, Thins are actually okay. I like Oreo thins. They remind me of Thin Mints from the Girl Scouts. But none of these, mind you, were flavors of Oreo. These were different types of Oreos. Um, like none of these are even like flavored at all. Although double, triple Neapolitan, this one seems like it's flavored. Um, oh, and triple double mint chocolate. Okay, I get it. I get it. The double stuff. There was a Tumblr post a long time ago about the double stuffed and the hubris of the Oreo company. That went down in infamy actually, and the guy who made it is still referred to on Tumblr to this day as the Morios guy. Um, and that, I do think about that whenever I think of like a double stuffed Oreo. Double stuffed is good, but have you seen the triple stuffed? How about the triple double? So for all of these flavors that we are about to read, by the way, for all of the actual like flavors, I would imagine they probably had like a double stuff version, a thin version, like an Oreo thin extra stuff version of all of these flavors. Because in America, go big or go home. So triple stuffed? Oh, you're missing out. No, I don't even think I've ever had triple stuffed, honestly. The Android Oreo, which is promoting Android phones with green. This is we're off to a great start here. Green flavor. What does that mean? What do you mean it's flavored green? Just for the Oreos, honestly, yeah. Get a quad stuffed. That's true. You could do. No triple, but you got the quad. We got the chocolate Oreo cream. Nothing special. Coconut Delight Oreo. Strawberry Milkshake Oreo. That sounds incredible. Um, a strawberry cream Oreo. Strawberry cheesecake Oreo. Let's open a separate tab on that one. um, Panda and Cozy sleepover at Butter's house when? Oreo taste test fest. Green tea Oreo, lemon ice Oreo. Introduced in Japan, of course. Organic Oreos. Blueberry ice cream Oreos. Orange ice cream Oreos. Seems like there's a lot of ice cream Oreos. Cheesecake is the best dessert, Panda. You are absolutely correct. Ginger flavored, I wouldn't put it past them. We're getting to the G's now, I think. Golden Oreo, double stuffed golden Oreo, double chocolate cream golden Oreo, Oreo heads or tails, creamsicle Oreo. Ooh, that sounds fantastic. Ice cream Oreo rainbow sherbet cookies. That's a handful. That is a mouthful of a name. Medicinal Oreos. That's we could do medicinal Oreos, I'm sure. Oreo Diki Blizzard cream cookies. That's funny because a Blizzard, I'm pretty sure, is made with Oreos. So Oreo made a cookie based on a shake that is based on a cookie, and they based a cookie on it. I hate Oreo. I hate the Oreo people. Sherbet cookies sound delicious to me, Cozy. I don't know about you. Cherry cough drop Oreos. I wouldn't put it past them at this point. Roy, if you go around knocking on enough doors hoping to see the devils, he may just answer one of them? So just be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm saying. We'll get the double delight Oreos, the cool mint cream. There's also an ongoing fruit series: orange, mango, raspberry, blueberry, grape, and peach in China. Okay, we'll bring those to America. What I'm hearing is we need a world tour to to find all the flavors of Oreo. Paracetamol Oreos. You like the cherry cough drop medicines? I like some cough drops too. I'm not gonna lie. There were some cough drops that I used to like fake having a cough to eat. Like the honey and like ginseng ones, I used to love those, so I would like just have them with me at all times. Just as like a snack. What do you mean? What do you mean I have to have a cough to have a cough drop? No, they're a nice little snack for me. Oh, yes. What is your sherbet then? Hold on a minute. What do you mean? Sherbet UK? It's a powder. An edible acid and base. Oh. It's like pixie sticks kind of, like a sweet powder that you like put on something else and eat. You snort it. Okay. Yeah, sounds about right. Fizzy sour powder. Ooh. Krispy Kreme Oreos, that would make sense. I would eat Krispy Kreme Oreos, frankly. Cool mint cream, peanut butter, pure milk chocolate covered mint Oreo. This one, hold on a minute. Let's highlight that. Banana split cream, brownie batter. Oh, brownie batter ones are really good. I've had those. Sugar-free Oreo, who cares? Reduced fat Oreo, who cares? Special edition double stuff Oreos for Halloween and Christmas time, of course. Dick Lipperish in it, yeah. No, like not pixie sticks. What are they? Fun dip. That's what it is. This is our version of that kind of. You guys might not have that here. This here. It comes with this little like it's like God, it's kind of like Smarties almost. That like type of candy, but it's like a bar and you lick it and it would you would put it into the fun dip and the fun dip would like coat it and then you would like take a bite. That was the ideal, but it generally wound up being you ate that and then you just kind of housed the sugar. Dib dabs. Oh, that's so cute. That's very similar, yeah. But you guys had like a lollipop for it. That's kind of the better way to do it, cause with Fun Dip, when you got down to like this much of a bar, like if you had like just this left, like it was covered in saliva because you would either like licked off the sugar so that you could get all of the sugar onto the bar, or like you would bit into it a couple of times so like a little bit of saliva had gone onto the bar itself. And then you were stuck holding this like sticky piece of candy covered in sugar as you like reach into the bottom of the bag. So a lollipop was probably a better idea, honestly. It does make more sense, yeah. More sense than what we had going on for sure. Although, like I said, I don't think many people very often like dipped it in like that. I think it was more just like eating the bar and then housing the sugar. That's what I did at the very least. But I do think it is almost 9 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it here. Um, it has been a lovely. At this point, it's been a just chatting stream for like the majority of this stream. I did a little decorating, but I appreciate you hanging with me. I very much appreciate y'all chatting with me tonight. It's been a kind of a nice like it's not even the weekend, but it feels like a nice release from the work week because I didn't really like stream much during the weekend. So thank you much very much for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely rest of the evening. Um, yeah, we covered a lot of subjects tonight. I feel like sometimes like 2.5 hours we don't talk about a whole lot, and then sometimes we're like rapid fire moving through topics. And tonight was one of those nights. We covered all the bases, I think. So again, thank y'all for hanging. Thank y'all for chatting. I'm gonna quickly check if there's someone to raid. No one who I want to raid right now. So on that note, I will see y'all tomorrow. I do have the day off. I don't know if I'm gonna stream in the morning. Like I said, I'm sort of expecting tomorrow to be turmoil central in the US. So depending on the vibes of the internet, I will be around. um, I'll let you know when I wake up what the vibes is, what the plan is. But I guess for now, expect me at the usual 10 a.m. time. I think I will try to do a morning stream. Till then, have a very, very lovely evening. A lovely morning if I don't happen to catch y'all for whatever reason tomorrow. And until the next time, guys. Bye!